Hi Internet, I'm Tango and these are Tango's Takes. And the take for today, Wednesday, April 14th, 2021, is simple time savers. Okay, my examples today are all going to be food and cooking based, but simple time savers do exist outside of food and cooking and food preparation. But you compare your job to making dinner. Let's say you want to make lasagna. If you were incredibly motivated and had access to all the appropriate resources, you could, whether you use cottage cheese or something else, prepare your own mozzarella, make your own noodles from scratch, make your own sauce from scratch. And I eat meat, therefore you could also, I'm not going to expect you to grow your, raise a cow, but hey, people can butcher the meat, etc., etc., etc. Let's take that from a much more normal person's perspective. You're going to go out and buy an appropriate kind of tomato sauce or paste or something. You're going to buy noodles. You probably already own spices. Most of you are going to use ground beef, ground turkey, or ground chicken. Most people are probably going to use ground beef. You're going to buy mozzarella. You're probably going to buy shredded mozzarella. But that takes time. You have to boil the noodles, layer the noodles, build the layers. You need to make sure that you're seasoning things correctly, so on. So, think about the things you can do when you're making this lasagna to save yourself time. Are you not particularly good at seasoning meat or sauce or the dish as a whole? Do you never seem to quite find the balance? Buy Italian sausage, like ground Italian sausage. Save yourself time. Do you not have time to let it sit and bake in the oven for a while? Now that you could get a pre-made one. I lost my train of thought there for a moment. Sorry. Cooking giant lasagna noodles is not what I consider a slow process, but it's a bit of a hassle to people. There are lasagna noodles that you don't have to boil them first. You can just shake them and shove them in. I don't care for the texture of them. I tried them once. Something seemed off to me. But you can do it. If you don't think the Italian sausage is flavored enough and you're willing to put a little work into it, now you're tossing up a time saver for what do you need. Get marinated mozzarella balls and shred those. If you're buying the fresh mozzarella, you might as well just go buy the shredded mozzarella. That will save you time, but I imagine most of you are doing that. The point here is there are things you can do to make your life easier, to save yourself time, to get the desired end result. And while you might find that if you bought the fresh mozzarella and shredded it yourself, made the noodles on your own, maybe you don't like the specific ratio of seasonings in Italian sausage, yeah, you're going to get a slightly different result, but you're generally not going to get a bad result. So look for those time savers, those simple time savers. And I guarantee you, you can find them at your job as well. And here's a hint. Some days maybe you can't save time. I process new hires. We have to set them up. And due to the way the system works, while the account will get created sometime on Friday, if I try to activate the account and move it into an active state so I can then do the rest of the work to what I need to do for the person starting Monday morning, there's a script that runs on Saturday that disables accounts that have never logged in or haven't logged in a certain period of time. I lose time if I do it. But I can feel better about my use of time and not have to scramble and try to get a whole bunch of new hires set up Monday morning if, with appropriate approval, I spend an hour doing it on Sunday instead in the afternoon. It's not a simple time saver, but it will feel like it is because you will not feel rushed. But ultimately, I encourage you, look for the simple time savers in what you do. What can you do to minimize the effort and still get the desired results. It's not being lazy, it's being smart. Look for your simple time savers. Stay safe and healthy out there, and I will catch you all next time.